Hello, Mega Leech. Do this a bit higher. Just gonna shoot a bit of whiskey drinking, actually, because coming up on World Whiskey Day. And that... Okay. Hopefully I don't electrocute myself here. Alright. Got that light on. Alrighty. Hello, Dr. Abigail. I'm gonna drink some high-proof whiskies. Let's see where that leads me. Oh, fridge decides to sing the song of its people. Okay, menu. We're going to go 4K. See what that does for us. Maybe up a bit. How's that? That appears to be right. Maybe the teeniest bit up. How's that? That's right. Okay. Yes, thank you for the vote of confidence of not electrocuting myself. Oh, no, it's not playing up. No, it is playing up. It's saying there's no card. There fucking is. Okay. This noble warrior has served me for over a decade. Might be time for a replacement because it's playing up sometimes. Loading. It's working this time. Okay, the camera's working. G'day, cocktail lovers. I saw it was World Whiskey. Ugh. Wow, that's bad stuff. G'day, cocktail lovers. I saw it was World Whiskey Day, and I thought that's an excellent chance to show off some Australian whiskies to the world. And for fun, why not go for some very high proof ones? I am saying this is a cask strength shootout. Technically, these are not all cask strength, but also the term cask strength is very grey in its meaning. Only 2 of these 4 whiskies market themselves as cask strength. And I think a lot of people just go, if it's 55, 57%, that's what most cask strength whiskies are. What it literally means is this is the strength that came out of the cask. So there are an enormous number of variables that can affect that. And there's a bit of divergence in the alcohol strength in these as well. And I'm going to go through them one by one. I'll start with the lowest proof one and work my way up to the highest proof one. Also worth noting, I'm really bad at the tasting notes. I can rarely think of ways to describe what I'm tasting. But of course, the marketing on the bottles, they're all very keen to throw out some tasting notes. So I'm going to read their tasting notes and then taste and then see if I agree or if I get something else. First up, from the Archie Rose Distillery in Sydney. This is one of their limited releases they call their Trials and Exceptions series. And this is a high proof whiskey, 53%, so lower than most things marketed as cask strength would be, but higher than average off the shelf whiskies. They call it High Test Molasses Rum Cask Single Malt Whiskey. It's their single malt, and its final bit of aging was in a barrel that had previously had High Test Molasses rum in it. So in terms of taste, how they describe a fusion of sweet and savory flavors that yield rum and raisin ice cream and sticky date pudding. So they are claiming this 53%, 106 proof alcohol tastes like dessert. Let's see. I feel like my little skull shot glasses were the appropriate receptacles for this potentially dangerous tasting. It's a really nice aroma. It is chocolate, yeah, and dried fruit like raisins. So it's a very nice aroma. It is quite sweet, like those dessert-like flavors they described. Surprisingly easy going down, but then it sort of sits and goes, yes, I am warm. I have a lot of alcohol in me. This is really quite pleasant. Next step up in terms of proof is this rye whiskey from Melbourne's Gospel Distillery. I think they're the only Australian distillery who specialise in rye whiskies. And this one had an interesting life. The cask it was aged in was originally a rye whiskey cask. Then they gave that to some friends who had a brewery who aged some stout beer in it. And then they got it back and they aged another rye whiskey in this cask that had previously had rye and stout in it. In terms of their taste notes, they're getting a bit flamboyant, and they're saying notes of dried plum, rhubarb, roasted coffee bean, dark chocolate, dulce de leche, cedar, and walnut with a rich, creamy texture. This one clocks in at 55% or 110 proof. This one, again, not harsh on the nose. It's a lighter aroma than the other whiskey. Let's go the tasting. This has those characteristic spicier rye whiskey notes compared to other whiskies. I am getting a little bit of those chocolatey coffee notes they're talking about, but for me, this one is much more like a rye whiskey. Again, it's a nice rye whiskey. On by this American pie, drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. This one is my most recent whiskey purchase and is the first of these ones I'm tasting that are actually marketed as cask strength. This comes from another Melbourne distillery, the Craft & Co. They also do beer as well as spirits. And this is a Solera aged whiskey. That's a particular process of making whiskey. Cask strength, 56% ABV, so just a little bit higher than that rye whiskey. And again, they've given quite colourful tasting notes, suggesting it'd be heavily roasted coffee, ripe banana, pecan, a rich and clean golden amber to the eye. The palate similarly delivers hints of stewed quince, burnt orange, dried raisins, all balanced by a long, supple finish of toffee and toasted mocha. I think their marketing people are earning their money, quite honestly. It's a really nice description. But let's see what I taste in it. Am much more getting like ripe or even overripe fruity things. I think they mentioned banana. I'm getting that a bit. This is a much fruitier nose than the other ones, to me at least. Now for a taste. Oh, that is really interesting. I'm getting like marshmallow, toasted marshmallow notes in that, but very woody. The sort of oakiness you get from a lot of whiskies. Oof, so they didn't say toasted marshmallow. I got toasted marshmallow. They said a whole bunch of other desserty things. But yeah, for me it was a very sort of toasted marshmallow flavor. Very nice. And again, even though it's quite high proof, it's not burning that much going down. Also, I love this big chunky bottle. When I finish this, which will take me a very long time, I think that'll come in handy in hand-to-hand combat situations. And finally, the heavyweight of this tasting. This is from Western Australia, Upshot by the Whippersnapper Distillery. This clocks in at 64% ABV, so 128 proof. This is pretty serious, this one. They're very proud. This is made from 100% West Australian grains. Modern expression of a well-rounded whiskey, aged in white oak in their urban Mediterranean climate. So when they go with taste, a melange, it's a delicious melange of vanilla, dark toffee, hints of nutmeg, infused for creamy texture. Perfect for enjoying across seasons and in good company. Well, we're going to see what it does for me. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, on the nose, for such a high proof whiskey, it's very delicate on the nose. Like it's not burning my nostril hairs, which is what I pretty much expected when I stuck my nose in there. Just for me, it's very light caramel and almost cinnamon flavors in that aroma. But taste wise, how much is this going to burn? That is much hotter in my mouth, unsurprisingly. My tongue is still tingling. And just breathing back and forth after swallowing it, there's obviously like alcohol vapor clouds in my mouth. And I mean that in a good way. It went down without making me choke, which honestly, I'm a bit of a sucker for that sort of thing. And I am getting those chocolatey notes from it as well. I'm intrigued. All of those high proof whiskies went with dessert descriptions, and they're not that far wrong. High proof whiskies can be very daunting and seem very scary, and I've had some that were extremely harsh. None of those were harsh. Lots of flavor in all of them, and also they were surprisingly sweet. A nice collection. I think this is a good whiskey day for me. Wherever you are, I really thoroughly recommend, any of these class Australian whiskies you can get anywhere in the world. I do recommend giving them a go, but also seek out local distilleries. almost wherever you are in the world, there's going to be distilleries not far from you because it's a real booming industry at the moment globally. And there will be people doing really interesting things. It's worth checking out, and it's great to support local as well. But whatever you're doing this International Whiskey Day, I hope you take care. I hope to see you again soon. Cheers. All right. My audio battery ran out. Oh, God. Wonder when my audio is going to go shitty. Okay. There we go. That's done and that's done. Now I've got all these little whiskies. Come here, little whiskies. We're gonna have some little whiskies. Sorry, okay, sitting down. It says no one's watching. Did you all abandon me while I was doing that? I mean, I don't blame you. How long did that take? 15 minutes. I have some ice for each of these now. Now I've even forgotten which one was which. I should have done this ice comparison, knowing what they were, but I don't. I don't know what they're. Yeah, what I think is StreamYard's not very accurate. I think they think. But anyway, hi Megaleech and Dr. Abigail, still here. Nice. I'll turn this little banner off because I ain't going to shoot any more video tonight. I'll edit that one tomorrow. And Heine's here too. Nice to see you, Heine. Now I'm just going to sip some high proof whiskey. What's that? Oh, man. Oh, whichever one that is, that's brought out some really nutty flavors. I know one of them said that pecan. That's sort of walnutty, even peanutty. What a treat. What a treat. Yeah, I should get some water, do a palate cleanser. Oh, so this light's too harsh. I'm going to turn it off. Let me get together. Oh, yeah. We're a long way from home. Welcome to the pleasure dome. Move this over here, a little bit out of the way. And move this over here, also a bit more out of the way. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to get some water, wasn't I? Get some water. Oh, my water reservoir is empty. God damn it. Oh, excuse me. I just can't escape. Like a dangerous fugitive. Put some water in there. What is this jug playing up? There you go. In we go. Okay. And so, water everywhere. Let's all have a drink. Okay. Ooh. I was making a sweet and sour mix and I accidentally caramelized it, left it on the stove too long, but I think it's going to taste nice, but it's really thick. Actually, I maybe need to add water to it. I'll taste it in a little bit. It maybe needs to have water added to it. I have such a bad track record with leaving these things on the stove and destroying them. This isn't destroyed. It's probably quite nice. But... What's that? That's almost flowery. It's making me think of a musk stick lolly. So it's almost a rosewater flavor. Oh, sorry, donuts. I just got in my head, like cinnamon's a common sort of tasting note on whiskies, but the sweetness of this actually just really reminded me of a cinnamon donut. And I say that is a good thing. I've forgotten which whiskey's which, though. Hmm. Mm. I'm just realizing whichever one this is, it's got a bit of a richer mouthfeel than the others. And that's almost like a burnt toffee or burnt caramel flavor. Ugh. Rinse that palate. And what are we? Coming up to 8:20. I've just been sipping some whiskies. I have a bit of an idea. I have. I'm very strongly suspecting I'm going to have to add water to this sweet and sour syrup I made because it's too molassesy at the moment, and it won't actually pour to go into a cocktail. I think it'll make a really interesting whiskey or rum sour, actually. All right, I think it's cooled down. Have a little taste of it. Just get it here. Oh yeah, this shit's like molasses. I absolutely have to add water to it. Wow. It tastes like some hardcore sour candy. Okay, I just decided, rather than turning the stove back on to blend water, I'm going to boil a kettle rather than fucking it up further on the stove. It's turned into something I absolutely did not intend it to be, but I love all my babies, even the ugly ones. So I'm going to give it a go. Gonna add some water to it so it's not as molasses thick. I think it would add a very interesting flavor. So it would be like a dark sour. The base of it is reduced orange juice because I had all this orange juice because I bought all these oranges. And Mrs. Angry sort of said something about you could reduce that down and maybe make a syrup. And I said, yeah, I did. And so I reduced it down by half, just, simmered it for quite a while until like it reduced in volume by half. And it tasted very interesting. And then I came up with the idea, well, I added a bunch of sugar to it, making it a syrup. And then I thought I could add some food acid to it and to be like a sweet and sour mix. So I could make instant sour cocktails. And then I left it on the stove too long and it caramelized. But I don't think that's necessarily a deal breaker. I think it can still be good. At this point, I don't know if I'm Homer Simpson with the barbecue pig flying through the air going, it's still good, it's still good, it's just a bit overcooked, it's still good, it's still good, it's just a bit too sour. So I may be fooling myself. This may be unrecoverable, but I'm staying positive. And hoping I can bring this together. So we shall see. Just waiting for the kettle to boil in the other room, and then I'm gonna. I might even bring the pot over here and just stir it while talking. Be like a Martha Stewart cooking show. Just, it's going to be special time. Just going to whip something up. So I may or may not have another drink. We shall see. We shall see what I do. I don't know. I'm fine. I've got my pre-made old-fashioned just here. I mean, I might make something with this syrup. As I said, in like a dark sour. I think I would do it with a dark rum or one of my richly flavored whiskies. It could go quite well. It's a huge experiment at this point. I have no idea what it's going to be like. All right, I think the water has boiled in the next room. I may go and check that. And also going way back to 20 minutes ago, when Dr. Abigail said if cask strength means the strength that came out of the cask, does Navy strength imply it's the strength when it comes out of the Navy? Good observation. I think it's more the opposite, though. It's the strength that was designed to go into the Navy back when they were giving them. You get Navy strength rum and Navy strength gin, and that's the time with the whole folklore about Navy people, sailors being, that's what you call Navy people, sailors, being given a daily tot, an allowance of either rum or gin. I think rum was like for the common men, and the officers were more likely to do gin. But anyway, I am going to quickly grab a little bit of boiled water. I am coming back. I am coming back. And I'm gonna grab. Wow, that is so thick. It's turning into a sort of glue. It's beyond doubt that I need to dilute this. The semen. Well, that's the old joke we used to say at school, What's long and hard and full of semen? A submarine. And there were these jokes that went around about the old kids animated show, Captain Pugwash. They were both incorrect. They were both fictitious, but sort of Mandela effect wise, a lot of people had actually convinced themselves this was true, that there was a character, one of the sailors, so the story goes, was called Seaman Staines. This is not true. It's very funny, but it's not true. And there was a cabin boy on the ship. And yeah, this false story purported that character's name was Roger the Cabin Boy. So, Uwe matron innuendo, but not actually true. Urban legends. And it's funny because and this is a pre-internet story. Yes, we used to have, I guess you could call them memes. We certainly had very widely circulated jokes. And you didn't have the internet to check. So these sort of stories, when someone tells them, they can just have a pattern of reality because you know, back in the day, it was somewhat difficult to look up. Was there really a character in Captain Pugwash called Seaman Staines? Was there really a character in Captain Pugwash called Roger the Cabin Boy? And no, there weren't. But it was harder to disprove back then. Added some pics to the Discord. Well, I shall check that out. Where are we? On Discordia. Discordia. Oh, wow. Going to share these. In the browser. Just take me a sec to open all the images. Okay. Yes, and I believe the inventor of that concept, the meme, like what was it, Alvin Toffler in Future Shock? I'm trying to remember. And I also don't know the veracity of this claim, but I have read that the inventor of the concept of the meme fucking hates the way it's used on the internet to just mean a joke that gets shared. I'm just stirring the pot. That was in Dawkins' book, The Blind Watchmaker. There you go. All right, I was going to share these pictures that Megaleech did. Got an AI to do a representation of an Arcturian Megaleech, which is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I do quite like these. That one looks very happy. That looks very happy. Looks like it's pleased to meet you. Let's do another one. This one's a bit more threatening. That gives me a real alien xenomorph vibe, actually, that one. A baby xenomorph. That one's a bit unsettling. And there's one more. That was the wrong button. What are you doing? Like this one. This one's actually in space. I like that. An Arcturian Megaleech in space. Quite nice. I'm just deciding if okay, I maybe don't need to add any more water. It's liquid enough to use because it was fucking turning into tar as it cooled down. Now, it's probably still hot because I put boiling water in there. That might be a bit burnt. I might have fucked up. I hate it when I do that, and I do it way too often. I put something on the stove, then forget I've done it and walk away. I didn't absolutely fuck this up, and there were a couple in the past where I've absolutely fucked them up and been quite annoyed with myself. Tell you what, I'll try it in a cocktail and see what I think. And I mean, I'm literally just going to put this in rum. Maybe some bitters. All right. So I appreciate it. Oh, I will actually maybe share my text interaction with ChatGPT. I should have used Bing because Bing has the newest version of ChatGPT, if I'm correct. And in fact, I'm using Edge at the moment. So if I go into Bing, tell me about the Angry Aussie YouTube channel. Okay, no, it's just buffet. How do you get it to be? How do you get it to be chatty? At the moment, it's literally just returning searches. Oh no, here it goes. Oh, it's making the same mistake. Okay, I'll just show you this. This fucking cracks me up. When it makes trivially easy to correct factual errors. I will actually no. Seeing it did that on Bing, I'll open up my discussion with it on ChatGPT. So okay, so I'll share this because I think this is fun. Present share screen. Okay, so for fun, I asked it, tell me about the YouTube channel Angry Aussie. Now, I actually quite like it, except first sentence, channel run by an Australian content creator named Gary. Second sentence, following of over 200,000 subscribers rather than 25,000. The description of the content is fun. It says I'm a vocal advocate for LGBTQ rights, women's rights, fight against racism and bigotry. Often interacts with his audience through live streams and social media. So the description of the channel is fine, but those two trivial factual errors I find really interesting. Like all that has to do is like scrape YouTube and get a correct figure. It's out by almost a factor of 10. And I said there's two extremely basic factual errors in that. I apologize for the factual errors in my previous response. As an AI language model, I strive to provide accurate and helpful information, but I'm not perfect. Please let me know what the errors were so that I can correct them and provide you with a more accurate answer. And I said, can you check your own response, given the information that there are two factual errors, and determine what those errors are? As an AI language model, I don't have access to the context that would allow me to identify specific factual errors in my previous response about Angry Aussie YouTube channel. I apologize for any errors I may have made. Happy to provide corrected response if you can let me know what the errors were. Angry Aussie's real name is not Gary. Thank you for letting me know. I apologize for my mistake. Angry Aussie's real name is not Gary. Creator of Angry Aussie YouTube channel has not disclosed his real name publicly. Goes by the pseudonym Angry Aussie. Your estimate of the number of subscribers is wrong by almost a factor of 10. I apologize for the mistake in my previous response. As my knowledge cutoff date is September 2021, the Angry Aussie YouTube channel had approximately 21,500 subscribers, which is much closer to accurate, but actually have about 25,000. It says, according to Social Blade. However, the channel subscriber count may have increased or decreased since then. And I said, well, you corrected yourself then. In your initial response, you said the subscriber number was 200,000. I apologize for my mistake in my initial response. I understand now that the subscriber count for Angry Aussie YouTube channel is not 200,000, but closer to 21,500 as my knowledge cutoff date of September 2021. As an AI language model, I strive to provide a blah, 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 blah. I said, that subscriber number is still incorrect. Are you able to get the correct information by reviewing the publicly available information on YouTube? As an AI language model, I don't have real-time access. I can look up the current subscriber count for Angry Aussie. The YouTube page, and here's the thing, today is March 26th, and it said, as of today, March 27th, the channel has approximately 127,000 subscribers. I apologize for any confusion. I said, well, you've contradicted yourself several times there. You said you don't have access to current data, but then you said you looked up the YouTube page as of today. Subscriber number you returned is still wrong. Also, you said today is March 27th when it's actually March 26th. I apologize for the confusion. You're correct. I contradicted myself by saying I don't have real-time access to current data, then saying I looked up YouTube page as of today. As an AI language model, I don't have real-time access, blah, blah, blah. Regarding the subscriber count, I apologize again for any inaccuracies in my previous account. As of today, March 26th, the channel has approximately 146,000 subscribers according to the YouTube page. Again, simple factual mistake. And I said, this is fun. You're just generating what looks like random numbers and repeatedly contracting. I meant contradicting. I apologize for the continued inaccuracies. As an AI, if you could provide me with the correct subscriber count for the Angry Aussie YouTube channel, I'd be happy to update my previous response. So I just found it really interesting that it made these really quite trivial factual errors. I know there isn't another channel called Angry Aussie run by a man. I'm not sure if you're joking there, but YouTube doesn't allow two channels to have the same name. So I think it made up Gary based on people calling me angry and things. That's my guess anyway. But yeah, it is somewhat amusing. And I come back to, I think it's fucking incredible. I think it's an incredible piece of software. I really like it. But it is a bit of a source of mirth for me that it makes factual errors that should be trivially easy to get right. Dr. Abigail, maybe, but I asked it a direct question, and I think its description of the content was quite reasonable, which I like, and I think is I think is pretty impressive that it put together that description. But I mean, forget Gary, that's just some weird anomaly. But getting the number of subscribers so wrong so many times and never getting it right, that stuns me, because it even says it checked Social Blade, and it's like, fucking no. Yeah, and I know hallucination is the accepted term they're using. I prefer incorrect, false information. It's in AIDSy mode. It is confidently giving incorrect information. Well, I assume that's still version 3. And that's why I went on Bing, because I thought Bing was using version 4. But I just searched on Bing, and it also called me Gary and said I have over 100,000 subscribers. Oh, and FYI, Abigail, Bing actually provides a contextual link to my channel, and it is my channel it's linking to. So it's not someone else called Mary. Sorry, Megaleech's was YouTube channel been active since 2006. Channel has over 1.5 thousand subscribers, has uploaded over 100 videos. Channel's content is mainly focused on gaming and contains profanity at times. Well, I'm disgusted. Oh, Dr. Abigail, for an entire spectrum of reasons, at the moment, there is no fucking chance of me paying for ChatGPT. Some of them are what you could call moral reasons, and some of them are, I'm a tight ass. Right, I am going to use this caramelized sour mix in a cocktail and see what it's like. Get my jigger. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Which rum will I use? Which rum indeed? So many to choose from. Maybe my favorite rum. Let me make it with my favorite rum. And we'll see what that's like. And I'll get some ice. Ice, ice, baby. Oh, Dr. Abigail, your little joke about ChatGPT remembering reminds me of a thought experiment, which I shall share when I get this together. I'm going to get some ice, because that's the way I like it. Okay, some ice. Now I want to get this without. No, that's going to take forever. But I just think if I tip it, I'm going to have a terrible accident. A little bit more. All right. I'm going to do that. Do 2 ounces of my rum. Oh, Dr. Abigail, I don't know if you're coming up with that off the cuff or if you've seen the same thing I have. There's this thought experiment. I saw someone did a YouTube video about it, and they said this is potential. I think they were saying this is the scariest thought experiment you can do. And it was like, imagine a future where there is a self-aware and extremely powerful AI. And when it comes online and comes to self-awareness, it quickly takes over the world. And then when it's taken over the world, it decides it's looking through the annals of human history, and it's going to kill everyone who tried. I think the versions are, it's going to kill everyone who tried to stop it from being made, or even just kill everyone who didn't actively participate in supporting it. So given that that's a possibility, and it is definitely a possibility that in the future there will be a very powerful AI that will be vindictive and decide it's going to kill everyone who tried to obstruct it coming into being, should you, as a managing that risk for the future, should you be actively involved in trying to promote artificial intelligence, even if it might be evil, because if you don't, it might kill you in the future. So Megalich did another Discord upload. Oh wow, that is beautiful. Oh god, now I want to do that. Sorry, I will just bring it up. Asked which of the engines did you ask to do this, by the way, just out of interest? But it's beautiful. Asked it to generate an image of the YouTuber Megalich. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay, now I want to do this. All right, we'll go on the Mid Journey. Generate a photorealistic high definition image of the YouTuber Angry Aussie. Oh, I forgot to do Imagine. God damn it. It's always embarrassing when you do that. Flash Imagine. There. Someone's trying to get Midjourney to do Nazi things. Their description was Adolf H leading East German army in Germany with a flipped Buddhism symbol and red banners. They're trying to trick it to do Nazi stuff. Now I want to see how that turns out too. Oh, wow, there's heaps of stuff being generated. I'm worried I'm going to miss mine. Oh, okay. It just did what it thinks is angry people. Okay, so mine's not as weird as Megalich's, but I will share it. So that's their version of an angry people. I love that one of them is two people, and I don't know. There's actually some consistency. They're not identical, but there's a degree of consistency in those faces too. I think the bottom right one, oh, maybe the top left one is a bit realistic as well. Like not of me, but all right. So what did? Okay, this one's pretty funny. Megalich got it to generate this one. So we'll stop that one. And show this one. I like that. That is pretty funny. All right. Oh, God. I did this. Okay. I wanted to put some bitters in this. Where is my tiki bitters? Where is my tiki bitters? There it is. I'm just going to put some tiki bitters in here. Just a couple of drops. All right. A little glass. Okay. Move my little thing of syrup over here. Now I will do the polite thing and switch my microphone off for a second while I shake this because it'll be very loud. Okay, shaker is now painfully cold to hold. So, oh, it's really interesting. The bloody syrup has, it's like little bits of it have frozen because it's so thick when it hits ice, it freezes a bit. What's this going to taste like? It looks like mud. But that's what you'd expect with a brown sugar syrup anyway. So, all right, so this is a test. Is this thing any good or is it terrible? You know what? I'm okay with that. It's interesting. It is a little bit burnt, but you're getting if you've ever made toffee at home, or if actually honeycomb at home. If you've ever made honeycomb at home, toffee or honeycomb, and it's a little bit burnt, that doesn't mean it's bad. And some people prefer it that way. But there's this and it's sitting on my tongue. Like I can still taste that little bit of burnt. Yeah, I may make more of this and try not to fucking forget it and caramelize it. Got to decide if I'm going to keep this though. Because the sourness, the bloody food acid I put in there, combined with the burnt note, I don't think that's the best combination. Because you know what you could probably use this on? You could probably use this as a glaze on barbecuing something. The sour might be a bit weird in that. But I'm literally just thinking, yeah, like on some ribs or some brisket. Glaze it with this and barbecue it. Because the smokiness would work then. The burnt element of it would work because, oh man, actually, I think that would really work. I might do that. Use it as a glaze and bake something. I'm getting some ideas now. I tell you what, that's interesting. You couldn't call that boring. I should try it with whiskey too. It's like first hour I wasn't drinking much. Now I'm going to make two things. Yes, we'll call yes. Oh, yes, Dr. Abigail. I'll use this glaze-like syrup and some Navy strength rum, and call the cocktail the Glazed Seaman. That isn't going to get me flagged anywhere. You drool. I'm getting some stuff. So good. So yeah, I think that's a winner of a name for the cocktail. If I make it with Navy strength rum. Oh, I don't know if we're going to see Kirsten at all tonight, but she messaged me on Facebook a distillery that I like, the Anther Gin Distillery. Is releasing, and they have previously done a very good chocolate gin. They do a very good cherry gin, which I have. I drank all of my chocolate gin, and I miss it because it goes really well with that spiced orange ginger ale I have. They've just released a black cherry chocolate gin. So I have ordered it straight away because that just sounds fantastic. So, yay. All right, I was just seeing if there was another message about it. I don't think so. Nope, that's that. Okay. Oh, and if we rim the glass with the glazed semen rim job. That's that's a BoJack Horseman. You're labouring the joke then. Do you get it? You get it? I'm doing sexual innuendo because semen could mean bodily fluid and rim job means a sex thing. So do you get it? Do you get it that I'm making sex jokes? Very popular thing to do with cocktails, make sex jokes in the name. You know what? It's not terrible, and to its credit, it's not boring, but it's not quite working. I think I kind of fucked up that glaze I put. But there's a learning process. I did it for the first time. I put way too much acid in there, and I fucking left it on, and it caramelized. I think it will be orders of magnitude better if it didn't caramelize. And didn't pick up that little burnt note that it's got now. But again, my glass half full approach, my positive philosophical outlook, to its credit, it's not boring, and it is not terrible. It's just not quite working. Like, this is probably only a 7 out of 10. Yeah, no, it's not something I do again. Because it's like I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And there's so many other drinks that I love. Why do a drink that I don't love? That's my theory, anyway. Ooh, should I make it with? Because I was thinking of doing it again with whiskey. Should I use the best whiskey, the Nova, favorite whiskey, and see what that is like? Maybe so. Maybe I should do that. Yep. Okay. I think I will. I think I will do that. If I was polyamorous, cocktails would officially be part of my relationship with Mrs. Angry. As it is, they're like side bits. Appreciate them, but they're not my first priority. But if I was polyamorous, they would cocktails would officially be part of the polycule. But keeping it simple, basically. So that's the way it is. All right. Actually, there's probably some residual in here. It's really diluted. Mostly water. It's not like when it's mostly water. In a highball. Okay, because that's actually better when it's, as in here, it's diluted. That might work in a highball. Yeah, I do a strong. Oh, yeah, and that's what I do. I'll do a Navy strength rum. Do it in a highball, and call it a tall glazed semen. And then maybe rim that glass with the glaze. Okay, so putting this back. Should I use a strong whiskey? I mean, maybe the one I had before, the high test molasses rum. Barrel. Do. Also, the thing about marrying cocktails, I think I want to say, like in the voice of the sea captain from The Simpsons, I'd marry a cocktail if it wasn't against the laws of man and God. Okay, lots of ice. I'm not sure I need that much ice, but I've done it now. All right, so again, putting some of this syrup in here. About that much. All right, about that much. Do 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 do. And some whiskey, adding some whiskey. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. There you go. All right. And I will do the same polite thing where I turn the microphone off for 10 seconds while I shake this. All right. Shaker is painfully cold to hold, so that's chilled enough. And then that's really chilled. Chilled like a motherfucker. All right. All right, now just move that over here. All right. Ooh, damn it. I was going to put some bitters in. All right, I'm going to shake it a little bit more. I'm going to put some bitters in. Put this back in there. All right. And a dash of bitters. A little dash will do ya. The old Pride of the Caribbean. Trinidad and Tobago. Bit more of that too. Why not? Do this. Turn the microphone off again. That also will have diluted it a bit more, which is probably to its benefit. The very murky drink. That syrup makes for a very murky drink. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Yeah, it's a very murky drink. The rum's probably better. Same review, essentially. Is not terrible, and at least it's interesting. But ultimately, I think this is confirming that actually, look, maybe I should just I'll turn this into a highball. I'm gonna go the whole way. I'm gonna put some orange in it. Get a bit of ice and sit it on ice. Okay. So, put my glass there. We'll get a big piece of ice. A big piece of ice. Put that in there. Put that in there. some sody. Orange. We drank a lot of sody on Friday night, which I think shows we were being responsible. Put this back. I'm going to get this orange. And I'm just going to give it a quick wash in case there's some crap on the surface of it. Just very quick wash. All right. Gonna have a cherry and everything. Cause I'm special and I deserve it. Oh, okay. So, what do I say? Sody instead of? I know it's not how you pronounce it. I think it's Mo on The Simpsons said something about a sody. And because I'm stupid and a slave to pop culture, I still say it. So, there's no good reason for it. I don't think that's how you actually say it. I know you say soda. I don't think you say sody. Just my slavish devotion to pop culture, basically. What else did we put in Discord? Oh, you use an actual picture for this one? See, this one's getting close. This one's getting close. I'm really sharing this one. Where are we? So, Megaleech's prompt for this one, Bing Chat AI in creative mode. Draw a photorealistic image of YouTuber Angry Aussie as a 50-year-old man with glasses drinking a cocktail. Now, without sounding too vain, these AI models tend to draw 50-year-olds as looking very old. When I have asked it to draw me as a 30-year-old, the appearance was a bit more accurate. But I like that one. Like, it's not me, but you look at it. It's got my hairstyle and beard and a Hawaiian shirt and looking at a cocktail with concern. Does the hand have the correct number of fingers? I hadn't actually looked. Me look at the image more large. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a thumb. And I'm actually, this must be the newer engine, because it isn't just the number of fingers and the direction of fingers that the previous generation had problems with. It was showing someone holding something. It was very bad at showing someone holding something. You think the age looks about right? Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. That is better than the other. I'm actually fucking fascinated because it's got the right hairstyle and the right beard. I don't think the facial features are right, but it's got an Hawaiian shirt, the right hair, the right beard. The beard's probably a bit fuller and fuzzier, and it doesn't have a mustache. But I am pretty fucking impressed with that, quite honestly. Oh no, I didn't put my orange peel in here. I'm going to put some orange peel in this. Do 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 do. I like that. Looks like an actor portraying me. I am super. So there was no. I've tried to do pictures of me giving it a photo as a reference, and it's always done these weird versions of me. The guy it draws always looks the same or very close, but not me. But with no photo reference, that it got the hair right and the beard basically right and the right sort of shirt, I'm pretty impressed. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I'm just this is a fucking night. So that one's good. I like that one. So Megaleech then gave it an adjusted prompt and said, make him 40. Are you sure you didn't say make him a 40-year-old sex offender? That's unsettling. That is very unsettling. But again, does it look like the number of fingers? Oh, the fingers are really weird on this one. All right, we're back to weird fingers and not holding a glass properly. Fingers are very weird on this one. But the same hair and beard. Why is it not giving me a mustache? That's really interesting. Interesting to me, anyway. Yeah, no, I agree that actually looks older than the previous one and definitely looks like a fucking sex offender. Yeah, I like that, Dr. Abigail. The supposed 40-year-old looks like it's 40 years older than the 50-year-old. Hi, Nog. How are you doing? Uh, we're doing some artificial intelligence things. Anyway, is this better? Man, I can taste the orange again now because this is based in orange juice. And also probably because it's the blood orange soda. Okay, it's definitely better as a highball. That's not really a highball, but it's, with soda. It's definitely better with soda. But yeah, Noog, in case you missed it, Megaleech was playing with some images, just telling it to do a thing of me with no photo reference. And this first one, where he said, make me 50, then he said, make me 40, and it got really fucking weird. That 51, though, that's really interesting. Right hair. Pretty good approximation of the beard. No mustache, which I don't understand. Hawaiian shirt. This one's got wacky fingers and looks positively fucking demonic. So, no more of that. Oh, you had your daylight savings this weekend. Ours is next weekend. So it's kind of fun. Mrs. Angry does a Sunday night call to her brother in England. And the time changed this weekend because he got daylight saving. It's going to change again next weekend because we got daylight saving. So, yes, daylight saving. What's that all about, eh? Okay, if I don't turf this syrup altogether, it's definitely best in a highball or with soda. Whiskey, soda, and this weird syrup. You've had people say we have daylight saving because of golf. I have always been led to believe it was tied to farming. So it's seasonal. But Justin, you've been able to make AI photo generator produce photos with that color. Yeah, which they're technically not supposed to be able to do, but there are multiple reports that they do it. So do. I'm furious at straight people now. Oh, that was one of the fucking weirdos who was obsessed with me a few years ago. God, those right wingers are fucking weird. They are so fucking weird and obsessive. That's weird. I didn't mean to do that. And yes, Music Avatar, we change next week. I think farmers can't give two shits about daylight saving. I think, okay, and I have no idea if this is accurate, but I've heard versions where it was to do with crop harvesting. Could be wrong. Justin, people have already been making fake porn for quite a while. It's that simple. They've already been doing it. I still say the most disturbing thing about deep fakes and AI fakes and whatever is not that they'll get to the stage of creating convincing fakes, because people have always believed shit with no evidence, or with very bad evidence. So people, I think, are going to continue to believe what they choose to believe, because that's the way people have always been. What I think could be the worst potential downside of convincing fakes is when you get true, actual evidence of someone doing a bad thing, and they just go, no, that's a deep fake, and their supporters will believe them. Yeah, Justin, I know who you're talking about. It is a very sad loser, an incredibly sad loser with an obsession. It's quite embarrassing, frankly. You kind of feel bad for someone who's that fucked up. So, Noog, you heard it started with Ben Franklin thinking it would save candles. In the early 20th century, a man called William Willett was mad because it messed with his golf. There you go. Who knows? I really like having summertime where it's light till really late. So if we never changed it back for winter, it would be dark much longer into the mornings, which I don't necessarily give a shit about. Oh my God. Sorry, Megaleech is still doing things. A photorealistic image of YouTuber Angry Aussie, 45-year-old man with glasses, give him grey stubble, drinking a cocktail in a cocktail shirt. Again, this is not terrible. This is like the somewhat creepy guy at a resort, I think. At a tropical resort, this is some creepy guy who is at the bar and keeps giving you the eye. Doesn't look anything like me, but I like it as an image. Right number of fingers, although the fingers are a bit fucking weird, is almost holding the glass correctly, so that's pretty good. And there's something on the third finger. I'm trying to work out what the fuck that's meant to be. But there's something on the third finger. Is that meant to be, is that my wedding ring? Don't actually have one. But right number of fingers, very weird looking fingers with different thicknesses and whatnot. But yeah, no, that guy's giving you a creepy look. And my chest is not that hairy either, and I don't unbutton my shirts that far. But yeah, no, that's like the creepy guy at a tropical RMO. Justin, 80s referenced several people being obsessed because of a sexual interest. That's the thing 80 like to say. Oh, nice. I like this one because this person who looks nothing at all like me is double fisting. Where are we? I like this one. Double fisting. Tropical drink in the right hand, whiskey drink in the left hand, a weirdly wide glass in the left hand. Again, it's getting the number of fingers right, but they're very fucking weird. Like, and that's a huge improvement over the previous generation stuff. I like that there's even some visual distortion in the glasses, which is nice. A bit of lens distort. Again, dude looks. Oh god! I tell you what, this fucking AI art thing has a fetish for chest hair. Yeah, no, I think the glasses are not quite right. I think like the left lens is wider than the right lens. The fingers are weird. Not as weird as the previous one. But yeah, no, this AI thing has a fetish for chest hair. They're giving all these guys unbuttoning their shirt and showing off a bunch of chest hair. I don't really have that much chest hair. Oh my god. All right, well, this is a good one for the Princess Bride from Dr. Abigail. Actually, at first glance, this one looks like a photo, which is interesting. I'll share it. The Six-Fingered Man. So, yeah, you can see he has, on his left hand, he's got 5 fingers and a thumb, although the thumb is weird and blending into the shirt. Almost holding the martini properly. Not quite, but almost. There are elements, at first glance, this one genuinely looks like a photo to me. And then you start to look at it and go, But that one, yeah, no, I really think at first glance, that's a photo. Pretty wild. This shit is pretty wild. Oh, well, as the saying goes, that's pretty wild. That's pretty strange. Have you ever seen a jellyfish? That shit's crazy. No, this stuff is fascinating to me. We'll just have to see what the future brings, really. It's so weird.
So it just popped into my head. The Bing search for angry Aussie. I brought up a bunch of videos which were mostly mine, but there was one of the right wing weirdos obsessing over me. Then you got angry about a joke. The thing they've been doing for years is they say they're ridiculous fucking shit, and then you go, "Well, you're fucking garbage." And they go, "Oh, the joke, you fell for it." I went, "Yeah, was that like the time you fucked a goat as a joke?" And when everyone said, "That guy's weird, he's a goat fucker," and you went, "I did it as a joke and you all fell for it." And you go, "Well, yes, yes." Much like when you said all this racist, misogynist, homophobic, transphobic bullshit as a joke, you fucked a goat as a joke, you still fucked a goat. So, but again, all these fucking losers just lie and talk shit. It's such a waste of time engaging with them because they argue in bad faith. And yes, Noog, you have to use Bing on Edge to play with this. And I don't know, where is actually the creative mode called? Ooh, this is an interesting one. Megaleech said he just got the message, asked for a photorealistic image of the YouTuber Angry Aussie, 45-year-old man with glasses, grey stubble, drinking cocktail in a cocktail shirt. Make his head disproportionately big. Accurate. Accurate. But then it said this prompt is being reviewed. We're taking a closer look to make sure this prompt doesn't conflict with our content policy. You'll get a notification when your images are ready. You can try editing your prompt. That is really fucking funny, though. And thank you for the qualifier, make his head disproportionately big, because that's just accurate. Yes, Dr. Abigail, Schrodinger's douchebag. These fuckwits say something just incredibly vile and obnoxious. And if they get a bad reaction, they go, it was just a joke. But if they don't get any blowback, they just keep going and they get worse. And they think people can't see through their shit. And it is very hard to resist the urge to debate them because they insist you debate them. And it's like, no, that is such a fucking waste of time because they just argue in bad faith. They are liars and time wasters. They'll gaslight you. They'll just go, "I never said that." And you go, "You just fucked it." No, that's how you interpreted what I said. Well, I interpreted you're a piece of shit. But yeah. Like, okay, do I have any photos of myself on this computer? Also, how do you get to that creative mode with Bing? Because I don't see it, and I'm not very smart, and oh yeah, there is a picture of me there. Is there a better one? Is the question. That's a slightly old one. I mean, like only a year, but my hair's shorter. Oh god, the fucking stove is singing the song of its people. I like that one. Well, my hair is much shorter in that picture. Pictures. Actually, this would be a better one. Do a crop. Crop. Save as. Just save a JPEG. All right. Pick of how to get creative mode or Discord. Thank you. Let's learn together. Bing's powered by AI, so surprise mistake. Make sure to check fact. Choose a conversation style. More creative, more balanced, more precise. Okay, well, where's my fucking... Oh, is that in chat? Okay. What are some other channels run by Gary? Actually, now I want to know that. What are some other channels run by Gary? And it's searching for other channels run by Angry Aussie. Couldn't find any other channels run by Okay, this is a fun sentence. It just contradicts itself. I couldn't find any other channels run by Angry Aussie. However, he has other YouTube channels, such as Less Angry Aussie, Mistress M and Code Grey. So it says I can't find them, but here I found them. That's fascinating. Just contradicts itself from sentence to sentence. Right. I think I'm in the wrong thing. I'm not able to create images. How do you get it to create images? I'm in the chat thing. So yeah, sorry, Megaleech, but the pit, he said, doesn't help me because you're already in there. Let's learn together. How did you get to there? Because I just don't see it in Bing. How do I get to your creative mode? Minecraft menu? It's telling me how to do it in fucking Minecraft. Oh, you want me to share the screen? Okay. Sorry, give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, so try it. So I'm just going to try something. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, so here's, and it for some reason, fucking auto-filled that thing about a dinner party. So here I'm in Bing. What do I do here? Bing. Do 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 do. Next to search. Okay, yes, I clicked chat before. All right, so if I click chat, there it is. Damn it. A work of art. Photorealistic image of YouTuber Angry Aussie holding a cocktail. Okay, I got it now. I'll try to create that. 1 of 20. Does that mean I only get 20 of them? Ran out. Redeem with Microsoft reward points. Right, trying to get me to pay for it. That's not going to happen. I don't know why I did. Well, I know why. Oh my God. This is hilarious. Like, that is looking nothing like me. I think it likes me better as a 50-year-old. I like this one. Okay, where is it? This one that looks nothing like me, and I'm holding a wand for some reason, and I've had a stroke. That's cool. Okay, those are that was weird. Those are way off the mark. Okay. Oh, I didn't put an age in this one. As a 50-year-old with a beard and long hair. All right. So this time I've said a 50-year-old and give me a beard and long hair. It is actually fun doing this stuff. Probably going to upset artists by saying this is fun, but it is fun. All right, so what's it doing? It's trying to create that. It says this is 2 of 20. Well, it says making wear sunglasses or change the cocktail to a milkshake. Add a koala in the background. Oh dear. All right, so it's actually going to take a while. That's okay. We'll wait for it. It's a happening thing. So doing it? Okay, it's busy at the moment. Wants me to pay to have something happen. What? Okay, this is what's doing my head in Megaleech. The ones you did, they had elements of me, and they didn't look like me, but they had elements of me. The one I asked for, there's 4 of them. None of them were remotely close. So why were mine not remotely close? I don't know. Sorry, I like that, Heine. Friendly Geordie's hangover hasn't gone away. He's all quiet. I'm sure he had a beverage or two last night. Oh dear. Yep, I feel like he thought there was a solid chance in the last election. He seemed quite confident in the lead up to it. Didn't happen. Okay, so thanks, Megaleech. Ask for a new topic, and it'll do it. It's just saying I'll try to create that, and nothing's happening. Maybe if I ask it for a new topic. Creative. All right, I'll try to create that. Jesus Christ, just randomly it's popped this thing up. Oh, yeah, it's doing it this time. It wasn't doing it before. Try a sunny landscape painting in this. Oh, wow. These ones fucking rock. And they are nowhere near. Why were yours so much more like me? Okay, sorry, I'm going to show this. So these look nothing like me. They're fun pictures, but they look nothing like me. I'm going to do the close-up ones. Let me see. What's this? All right, so there's this one. Fun-looking guy. The eyes are really weird and fucked up. The fingers are okay, and the glass holding thing is close to correct, which again is the thing the previous generation just couldn't do. He looks like a fun guy. Doesn't look like me, but he looks like a fun guy. And then there's this one. I'm sorry, I got to get the next one. Who I think looks like he's running a religious cult. And I'm not saying I've never planned to run a religious cult, but this one looks like his fingers holding the glass are really fucked up. And that thing, which I guess is meant to be a straw, is really fucked up. And his face looks more like a cartoon than a photo. Man, not sure Mrs. Angry would put up with me growing a beard that big. And, okay, the next one. Again, those eyes are a bit messed up, like he's had a stroke. Oh, it's the six-fingered man again. That's really funny. They've gone from having too few fingers to having too many fingers. And I also love it when, for no apparent reason, he's holding up a sign with nonsense text on it. And the fingers holding the glass are all fucked up. Okay. And then this final one. Oh, wow. This one's kind of messed up. Let's do this. Okay, this is the least photorealistic one. I'm kind of intrigued. The straws are fucked up in the drinks. Nonsense text on the shirt. Kind of an attempt at a YouTube play button there, which is neat. The eyes are extremely weird on this one. it did really prodigious beards. Actually, you know what I might do? I might just do a variation. Make the hair and beard shorter. Let's say make the beard and hair shorter. I'll try to create that. Oh yeah, it's doing it. So try an alligator wearing a leather jacket riding a motorcycle on a dirt road. Digital art. Oh, it's doing it this time. Didn't do it. Yeah, that one can go away because it's weird. It is doing it. Okay. It has not made the beard and hair shorter. These guys all look like wizards, and I'm on board with that. Yes, Music Elevator. I actually saw that one too, and there was the Pauline plain white bread roll. That was pretty good. I did see that. I liked that. Okay, so sharing. Okay, so it's done these ones. They all look like wizards, which I'm on board with, but it did not make the hair and beard shorter. So I look at them bigger. Do them a bit bigger. So this one, his face looks a bit. Oh God, he's got crazy fingers too. He's just got on the left hand. There's an extra finger coming around the top of the glass. I was thinking it's done the fingers okay till I saw that extra finger snaking around the top of the glass. The right hand is much better, and the glass is a bit weird, and the thumb coming around is a bit weird, but is holding the glass in a more or less correct way. Oh God, Justin, you posted some on Discord too. Okay, just a second. I'll do these ones first. So this one, I know the face is a little bit more cartoony. The drink in the left hand and the fingers are all wrong. The fingers on the right hand are all fucked up. They're kind of almost, they're almost, no, they're all fucked up on the right hand. Then there's, okay, this one's definitely a wizard. Let me do this. The eyes are fucked up on this one. That left hand is all kinds of fucked up. And it doesn't even match. The arm's really dark. And the hand isn't really sitting on the arm right. And it's much lighter. And he's trying to do devil's horns, but the fingers are all fucked up on the right hand. This one definitely looks more like a wizard, though. And the last one. The last one. Another very wizardy looking guy. And the initial look, the right hand holding the drink looks okay. And then you look at it and it's all fucked up. All right, I'm gonna get it to make 2 changes. Then I'm gonna look at what's been on Discord. Make the beard and hair much shorter. Make him 40 years old and wearing a cocktail themed shirt. I'll try to create that. Okay. The last one was a humperdinck. You think so? All right, I'm going to look on Discord. Oh, wowzers. Okay, Justin posted some interesting ones on Discord. Which one? What are you using, Justin? Are you using Bing as well? This one's quite weird with just a huge beard and mustache. And I have no idea what's in his right hand. I don't know what that's meant to be. That's pretty wild. And this one, sorry, another one from Justin. I like this guy. I don't know who he is. His eyes and teeth are all fucked up, and his hands fucked up as well. And a super strange looking straw, maybe from Surfside Steps. I love the sort of pop art background, the collagey background they've done. It's a bit goddamn weird though. Yeah, Mega Leech, I thought it was some sort of lightsaber too, actually. Sorry, Justin just put another one who is definitely the sort of guy who starts giving you looks in a bar that make you very uncomfortable. Look at this guy. What's he got going on? His hand's kind of, sort of right, but then you look at it and go, yeah, no, that's not right. And that look at that smile, he's going, I am not a shape-shifting demon trying to pretend to be a human. I am a genuine human. See, okay, fucking Bing's seized up again. It said I'll try to create that, but it's not trying to create it. So I don't know. What are you up to? Christ, it's 10 o'clock. Still got drink. Yeah, no, that last one, Justin, he looks kind of like a chemist, but he's a chemist who slipped something very questionable into your drink. Oh, okay, I like this one, Justin. This guy seems friendly. Eyes are really fucked up. This program Wonder, it's like it's a previous generation one, because it's doing really fucked up eyes. Yeah, it's doing. Those eyes are really unsettlingly fucked up. And then you look at the hand and go, "Yep, no, the hand's fucked up too." But at least oh God, no, he's got weird little teeth. I was about to. If this is another shape-shifting demon, and he hasn't got the eyes right, and he's got scary little pointy teeth, and the hand's all fucked up. It's like a claw wants to come out of the hand. Okay, yeah, I think Wonder just creates shape-shifting demons. I got to be honest. At first, look, my first impression was, well, that guy looks friendly. I like him. And then I looked a bit closer and go, nope, he is definitely a shape-shifting demon. He's up to no good. You think this is capturing some of the spirit of Pat? Megaleech, you might know this from playing around. The Bing one, can you give it a reference image? Because Midjourney, you can give a reference image and it will do something with it. I don't immediately see a way to give it a reference image. Get it to generate a smiling assassin. Mega, you can't see it either. Maybe you could put a hyperlink in. So if there was an image online, you might be able to say, use this. Actually, let's ask it. Can I give you a reference image to use in creating your images? I'm sorry, I cannot use reference image in creating my image. Can I use test descriptions? Please try and be as specific as clear as possible when describing what you want me to create. Thank you for understanding. Okay, but that's good. It's a search engine. It gave us the correct answer. Ooh, why can't you use reference images? That was an auto prompt. I don't have access. I can only read the text you type. Limitation of the chat box they use to communicate with you. Hope you don't mind. Okay. You didn't create the last image variation I asked for. All right. I'll try to create. Will you try to create that? Because I'm currently like 50% of the time. Okay, it is doing it. It's like 50% of the time it says I'll try to create that and it doesn't. Okay, so Dr. Abigail, you tried to use a link. Okay. Yeah, well, Midjourney lets you use reference images, honestly, with very varying success, but yeah. So what's this? You can give me a reference image if you want me to create or draw something based on it. Cannot display images in the chat box. You have to describe the image to me in words. Okay. Yeah, well, Midjourney just straight up uses reference images. This is ridiculous. I keep asking it to do the beard and hair much shorter, and it fucking doesn't. The beard shorter at all. It's telling it it's not making the beard shorter at all. I'm sorry, I'm doing my best. Sometimes it's hard to make changes. Please be patient. Shut up, you whiny little thing. Okay. There's a couple of interesting ones here, though. I will say it. Just before I go to bed. All right, so there's this one. Make him 40 years old wearing did a cocktail themed shirt, which is nice. And that's not me, but he's a happy guy. I like him. And then there's this one. I need to share it. So you know what I'm talking about. But this reminds me of the dude from Little Britain, Matt Lucas. There's just it's okay. It's like it's nothing like Matt Lucas, but there's just something in the eyes and face that makes me think of Matt Lucas. But again, let's see. The left hand holding the cocktail is okay. The right hand's okay. Other weird text. What's that? 40 something teams? I don't know. Now this, okay, I feel like this guy was in one of the other images. Look at this. Where is he? I love the abstract cocktail Hawaiian shirts that it creates. And the hand's kind of okay. It's like it's put the other hand in a pocket so it doesn't have to draw. But again, I asked for a short beard and it's like not. And the last one, because I'm going to go to bed there. Oh, this is a little bit Robbie Coltrane, this one. Let me go. Let's have a look at this. It's a little bit Robbie Coltrane. And the fingers are a little bit fucked up. At least it was doing mustaches. Well, I mean, this has been fun. I enjoy pissing about with these things. I think if Midjourney gets an updated engine, because it accepts reference images, that will be interesting. Actually, I'm going to do one tiny thing before going to bed. New topic. Create a logo for a YouTube channel called Angry Cocktails. I just want to see what it does. Is it going to try to create that? Suggest a cartoon style like anime. A cat waiting for a bus stop in Tokyo. Anime cartoon. All right, but we will see. This will be the last thing I do before I go to bed. Okay, these are kind of interesting. I love that it just does weird fucked up text. So I think this one, let me do that. I think this one, like I could easily like take that into my editing software and put proper text over that. That would probably, that's actually a pretty good actually it's this would be a good reference thing for an actual artist to just say, look, don't hate me. I fucked around with an AI art program. It did this. I just want to commission you to do a logo because there are clearly a whole bunch of things about this that suck. But as a vibe, I like this one as a vibe. I will pay you as a human artist to do this better. Anyway, that is enough for tonight. I am going to go sleepy boobos. So I hope to see you find people another time. Maybe Tuesday, who knows? Anything could happen in this big wide world. But I am going to go to bed now, and I will see you another time. So